Hello guys, how you doing? This is JP Sarri coming to you once again with another video. And this time I want to talk about Sideshow at New York Comic Con. As usual, there are two events throughout the year that statue collectors go crazy about. The first one is San Diego Comic Con, and the second one is New York Comic Con. Those two events are the biggest, most important events for statue collectors. This is where the companies, primarily Sideshow, and some other companies, they bring their best stuff throughout the year, so you can see and compare, and you can make your purchase choices. And of course, as usual, this year is no exception. So as you know, all the forums, all the different Facebook groups, they light up. Everyone is talking. There's a lot of discussions, some arguments, so it gets fun. So there's a lot of great things that we have seen so far. The con hasn't started yet, but we're already seeing a lot of pics, a lot of previews, a lot of things that even people at the convention, they're taking pictures, quick pictures, so we can see things before the con starts, and then we can see everything on display and a much better quality. So there's a couple of things that I want to point out today, because there's things that I'm excited about, and there are things that I think everyone is excited about. Now, with Marvel, we have, of course, a reveal of Spider-Man premium format. This Spider-Man looks like any other Spider-Man that we had in the past. I don't think it's breaking the mold or making any different. Of course, it's like a more classic look. I don't know. A lot of people are still on the fence, and I'm on the fence in regards to it. It looks good. It's not a bad piece. It's just I feel that this pose and this design has been done to death, and it's hard really to put Spider-Man on a more classic pose and like a museum pose. For some reason, the way the powers of Spider-Man, of course, you have to always see him in action. So it is hard for, I think, artists to really come with something that hasn't been tried before. But nonetheless, it looks good. We need to see more. We have seen, of course, the stock pictures, and we have some photos by someone at the con, but we haven't seen more than that. So we'll see what happens at the con. We also had the reveal for She-Hulk. It's going to start the Addie Grant series. She looks great. I really like it. Like her. Some people were critical about some of her face and some of the factions, some of the things that and the body and all of that. We're trying to compare this to the previous, the older, by the standards, been years. She-Hulk premium format that we had, years back. But I think this is a different style from Addie Grant. It really looks good. I want to see more. I don't know if it's in scale or out of scale. I don't know what scale they're really using on this, because I saw a picture at the con. Somebody took a picture, but it didn't look as large as she should. We'll see. We need to see more. I really like the face. For some reason, it reminded me of John Byrne, She-Hulk. So I don't know. So far, so good. We also saw have seen reveals from X-23. X-23, I don't know. I think they tweaked some of the design, some of the sculpt, and some things here and there. She looks great. Prior to this X-23 premium format, we had a comic kit that was some years back too. But that comic kit was out of scale. I think it was larger than the rest of the comic kits, and I think it was larger than some of the PFs. So it was not the perfect fit. It is a good piece. It's a pretty piece. And of course, Sideshow has done other X-23s, smaller X-23 dioramas, and we have had smaller scale pieces from Bowen Designs. And I think one of the best, in my opinion, was the Eric Sosa for Kotobukiya for the X-Force version, the X-Force series. But I don't know. This looks great. I think I like her. I like the design. I like how lively she is, how, the action pose. She looks great. She looks pretty. She looks good. I think Sideshow has done a great job with this one. So I'm looking forward to see more from X-23. We also had the reveals of the Punisher premium format. Now, we haven't seen much. Of course, we only have a teaser with no image of the statue, and we have seen a picture by a bystander, a really low quality picture from a phone, of course. it has a, in this case, he has a bat. He looks good. It looks kind of menacing. And of course, already people are trying to make comparisons to see which one is better, this one or the XM that was in the motorcycle, or the Iron Studios. And everybody's trying to pick this and that. But to be honest with you, at the time I'm filming this, we haven't seen more. We haven't seen much. So it's hard to compare. I don't know. He looks good. And I know in this case, he always has a lot of followers. Now, what everyone is waiting for is the Juggernaut maquette reveal. It is hinted that it's going to be revealed in this convention. I'm not so sure. I don't know. Everyone is asking for it. Everyone is expecting it. It's going to be probably one of those, last minute reveals. I don't know. I love the idea of a Juggernaut. Juggernaut has always been one of those characters that always comes across very good in any statue form. It's just massive. I wish there was a PF. A PF would be great. I don't think people would go bananas if a PF is ever created. So I don't know how big this maquette can be. We have seen some of the digital design, and that's all they have hinted before. But hopefully we can get to see it, and everybody's expecting to see more of that. So we'll see. We're crossing our fingers. We also saw a photo of the Venom life-size bus. And of course, Venom is at the top of his game right now. Everyone is talking about the movie. Everybody's crazy about Venom. Now there's fans coming from everywhere, even fans that they were never fans, but now they're fans, so they claim to be fans. You know how it is. But Venom is all over the place. So how this statue is going to pan out is going to be a good one. Well, in this case, we have seen some of the photos of that life size. Well, people are loving it. They're not loving the base. For some reason, the base doesn't look as, stylish or fit the profile of it. Like everything else, there's always room for them to kind of change things out, tweak things out. We'll see how they do it. He looks ugly and menacing, and the teeth and all that. So it's a huge bus, and it looks great. And there's always going to be fans of bus, and I think this was one that a lot of people are going to love and hate for this or that, primarily the base. But hopefully, they change it so everyone can be happy about it. Now, moving from Marvel to DC, of course, we have just a reveal, sneak peek of Aquaman premium format, the movie version, Jason Momoa. It looks good. It looks like the character, so it's nothing new. I wouldn't say something that breaks the mold and makes everything different. I don't know. It's just great. So we want to see more. I know it's going to be on display. It's already on display. So we'll see how it's going to pan out. We'll see the better pictures at the con. We also have Green Lantern premium format, Jon Stewart. I want to see more of this. I don't think we have seen much of it, but I want to see more. I love Jon Stewart as a character for Green Lantern. Definitely looks great. The constructs that he has, everything. So I don't know. I like when the companies, break the mold and try something different. And it feels like with this one, I just trying something different, more refreshing, not just the stoic pose. A lot of people love the stoic pose. They love the stoic, the stand, the regular museum pose. I like, something that is different. And I feel that this one does have it. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it pan out. I'm looking forward to, to check those videos and those photos out. They also are going to have Batman versus Superman diorama on display. We saw that at San Diego Comic-Con. It really a fun piece. I really like it. It came out of the left field. I wasn't expecting it, but I love dioramas. Dioramas to me are my favorite thing. It's one of the things that actually I came into collecting was because of dioramas. So, and I love Sideshow because Sideshow does the best dioramas. So, yeah, I don't know. It looks great. I want to see more. Of course, some people were very critical, some time ago on the physicality of it. They were complaining about the ergonomics. They were complaining about a lot of things, nitpicking about everything. And to me, I don't see anything wrong with the piece. I like it. It's perfect. It looks good. It looks dynamic. And it looks anatomically correct. So I don't know where were people looking at, but you know how it is. How with people, not everyone see things the same way. But yeah, looking forward to see more of that. DC's also bringing the animated series. So they're bringing this collection, the pieces are a bit smaller than a premium format, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if they're like a 1/5 or even a 1/6. But yes, they're bringing more of that. So a lot of people love it. I'm a fan of the animated series from DC. So of course they're gonna have Superman. They're gonna have Wonder Woman. They're gonna have Batman. I don't know if they're gonna have something different or something else added to this collection. These are pieces that already can be pre-ordered on Sideshow. But yeah, I love it. It's nothing wrong to me as long as he represents the art. I'm good with it. Looks good. So this is something different that I'm glad that actually Sideshow is trying different lines for DC, and I wish they could do more for other licenses as well. Now, moving from DC, we're going into other series, other collections. Of course, we got the Michael Turner's Soulfire Grace. We saw the reveal. We know it's at display. It seems like it's a huge piece. I don't know. It looks good. I think that with this license with Aspen, I think Sideshow's been doing great. Of course, we have the Aspen Matthews statue, which look great, in my opinion, looks fantastic. And of course, you can order on Sideshow. But there's also some people were pointed out that they have seen, and in some of the pictures, if you really look closely, you can see that at the distance, you can see that there is another Aspen Matthews, a clear variant version. It's okay. I like the original. I think the original looks great as it is. It doesn't need no clear variant. But some people love it. Of course, Aspen, it has to do with water. So they want to have something different, and people love different. Some people love to have something that nobody else has, and they want to have something that, it's collectible. So it's cool. I like that. I like the Aspen Matthews just by the original. Of course, with Michael Turner Soulfire Grace, it looks great. Now, I don't know if we're going to have Abby Chase ready for, to be shipped out soon. I don't know if they're going to have it on display. But I don't know. It looks great. I've seen some of the videos that we have recently, the unboxing from Sideshow. I like the piece. I like Abby Chase. I like Danger Girl. It's one of those series that I really I love, and I need to review at some point. I have the books. I have a lot of the stuff from Scott Campbell collection. I have a lot of his books, art books. So I need to review at some point and show you some of that stuff. But yeah, looking forward to that piece. Really looks great. Some of the face is not as 100% the style, Campbell style, but everything else looks great. The body, the physicality, anatomy, even the cheekiness of the piece and the style, it looks great. So I think it's going to be one of those pieces that people are going to love. And I think anything that Sideshow has done so far for Scott Campbell has been great. So they've been doing a great job on that. So, kudos for Sideshow for always breaking molds and trying new things besides just the regular Marvel or the regular DC or the regular Star Wars, just to trying some other collections. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes, I think I'm very excited for this con. There's a lot to see. There's other companies are also bringing their stuff, so we need to see what's coming. I don't know if I'm sure the Sideshow is gonna have on display stuff for Prime One. Gonna have on display stuff for Pop Culture Shock. XM is now coming to the US, so everyone is excited and they're going to be on display. So there's going to be a lot to see and a lot in other companies, you name it, Twitterhead, everyone else is going to bring their stuff. So it's going to be crazy. So looking forward to this weekend. Sadly, I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be paying attention to the photos, the videos, the groups on Facebook. And of course, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts in my videos here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please hit the notification button so you're reminded of every video. And, thank you for spending time with me. God bless. Talk to you again. Bye-bye.